All right, good afternoon. I'm Mark Brewer, Head of Product Innovation at JB Hunt. I'm excited today to talk to you about version 3 of our Carrier 360 product. It just hit the stores at the start of this month, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what it does. It's the carrier component of our digital freight matching product, JB Hunt 360. We've had great traction with the product, lots of carrier adoption, and we really built it from the ground up for all sizes of carriers and across all job functions. So we built it for drivers, we built it for owner-operators, carriers, dispatchers, all throughout the list. And our mission was really to provide those customers through their interface a way to run their own business from the app. So let's start with an all-access view you might have for an owner-operator. All right, there we go. It loads much faster in the real world. And so let's look at a few of the things you can do. You can search for a load. You can accept tenders that we've sent you. You can review any of your drivers that need assigned loads. You can also look for in-transit loads. You can look for where all the drivers in your fleet are, what they're doing, how far along they are in their trips. And you can look for any load offers that you've made to see what the status of those loads offers are. So I'm going to show you the day in the life of a load and how easy it is for a driver to find a load, make an offer, get moving, and then really get paid on that same transaction. So let's start there. Let's look for a load. Let's start with Grapevine, Texas. On this screen, you could either look for outbound locations. If you know where you want to go, you could put in a lane and see if there are any options out there. You can also tell us how many empty miles you're willing to drive. So it defaults to 200, but you can really define what kind of load you're looking for, and the matching engine will go out and find those. So let's look at this one. And here we see some loads that have come back. Here's one, Grand Prairie, Texas. That's about 20 miles down the road from here. That's Grand Prairie to Houston. There's also a Grand Prairie to Searcy, Arkansas, amongst a list of other things. So this first load pays out at $560, and the second one pays out at $710. We can also see on the second one that it has already received some offers from the carrier network. So let's look at that one. That looks interesting. So here we are. We're able to see all the opportunities here. We're able to see what appointment times I'll be held to be on time. We're able to see the loaded miles, the equipment type. We can ask questions straight from the screen and get immediate responses. And we can also see it's a weight of 29,000 pounds, and that's a pretty low weight. And so this might be an opportunity to save money on fuel. Let's look at the offers out there. So there have been 2 offers on this load. We've got one for $800 and another one at $730. It's got a book now of $710. So let me go out here and see what kind of money I'd have to make a profit. So maybe I keep up with my financials at a rate per mile. Maybe $1.85 is where my profitability starts. And that comes in at a $703 offer. So I can do it that way. I could put conditions on it. If I need to know back within an hour because I'm out looking for other loads, I can put that in. But for now, let's go back and do a book now at the 710 level, and we'll hit book now. You get to confirm the details, and then you'll hit book now. At this point, you've already accepted the tender because it was a book now opportunity, and so we're going to move on to assigning the driver. You can assign it to any driver in your fleet. You can assign it to yourself if you're an owner-operator. You can also really easily add new drivers. So let's look at one for maybe like a Joe Smith, who's got the often used 555 number. We've got a create driver account here. If we want to set up Joe for automated emails, then we can do that, and we'll put those in. At this level, we get to decide how we want Joe to function in the app. Do we want him to just be a driver who's putting in check calls and uploading scanned documents, or do we want him to be a dispatcher? If he's a dispatcher, he can find his own loads and make his own offers and assign himself to loads. And then the next level is he can invoice the customer if we want him to have that capability, to see the rate and to understand the pricing scenarios. And then lastly, admin. Maybe Joe's my assistant, and when I'm driving, he can help me assign loads to the other drivers in our fleet. So we could give him admin access for that. For today's demo, I'm going to assign the driver to me. So we'll go back in. And the beauty of 360 is that it puts you right where you need to be whenever you've got your next activity to record. You don't have to know where to go. You don't have to know what to put in. So we can say here that I can see where I'm going. Let's just imagine we've arrived down at Grand Prairie. It'll put in the time that we broke the geofence, and so we can put that in there, hit confirm. And let's just say we moved down the path of time and we've gotten loaded. So now I can confirm that I got loaded in an hour. I hit that. Now I can rate the facility. And we'd love to hear back from our drivers on the experience they had as they went through the facility. And then we hit submit. All right, now I'm on to stop 2. So let's all imagine I've arrived in Searcy, Arkansas. The geofence was correct, so I'm going to hit confirm. And then let's look at my unloaded. I'm going to fast forward this down here about 8 p.m. So now we've prompted the user to say, hey, we think you've had a detention situation happen. And that's the case. If you've got over 2 hours of wait time there, we can automatically pay you for detention. So we've got auto check calls, auto detention. And so we put that in. And now we finish up in the last 16 seconds. We automatically scan the document, and it will do that. I don't have to push a button. It will automatically find it, center it, and then you will go, upload it, and you're done. Thank you for your time.